Good afternoon, Dominic Hyson. Let's begin the warm-up session. Why did you choose to become a nurse?
There are several reasons why I chose nursing. First of all, many of my relatives are nurses, and their stories inspired me a lot. Besides, nursing is a profession with an ocean of opportunities, both native and abroad. Above all, this is a service-oriented profession in which I can serve humanity. Hence, I chose nursing as my career.
Why did you choose OET?
It is my long-term ambition to work as a registered nurse in any English-speaking country, such as the UK, Ireland, and so on. To meet the requirements to register as a nursing professional there, I need to prove my English language proficiency. Hence, I chose OET to fulfill my dream. Moreover, OET is tailored according to the needs of nursing professionals. I believe I could perform well in this test.
What are the current trends in your profession?
Nursing is a dynamic profession, and changes happen daily. Nowadays, technology plays a vital role in my profession. For instance, paper records that we used in older days have been updated to electronic records. Besides, at present, we are following evidence-based practice, which means there is a scientific rationale for every procedure. Moreover, in the present days, a nurse can function as a nurse practitioner, which is equivalent to the position of a physician.
Do you have a role model?
Yes, I do. My role model is my mother. I follow many things that my mother does. It is from my mother that I learned the basics of kind behavior, decision-making, and organizing skills, a polite and humble manner, helping and sharing mentality. The care and respect she gives to everyone makes me wonder sometimes. She is a perfect example of womanhood. I believe a nurse should possess all these qualities. She is my superhero.
Which is your favorite destination? Why?
My dream destination is Australia. The first and foremost thing is that Australia has a world-class healthcare system, and I can be a part of it. Secondly, the country has a better standard of living and economic and political stability. Besides, here nurses are paid well and respected too. In addition, I have many friends and relatives over there, so they can help me during my initial days.
Your preparation time is over. You can now start your roleplay.
Hello, you must be Robinson's mother.
Yes, I am.
I'm Robert Hanson, one of the clinic nurses. I've just seen Robinson in the other room. How may I address you?
You can call me Mihiraa.
Mihiraa, I can see how concerned you are, and that's completely understandable. Many parents have been in this situation. My aim now is to sit with you, explain everything clearly about Robinson's condition, and make a plan for his care so you feel confident and reassured. To start, let me first confirm the diagnosis and explain what it means. Our assessment shows Robinson has a first-degree sunburn over most of the area, which is the redness and warmth, but on his shoulders, there are patches of second-degree sunburn, which is what has caused the blisters. Could you share with me what's been worrying you the most since you noticed the sunburn?
I just feel so awful. He was having so much fun, and I didn't realize how bad it was getting. His skin on his back is so red and hot, and he has these little blisters. He's been crying on and off from the pain. I can't stop thinking, have I given him skin cancer? Will his skin be scarred forever from this?
Thank you for telling me that, Mihiraa. Please try not to be so hard on yourself. What matters is you're here now, getting him the right care. I want to give you a clear picture of how Robinson is doing right now. While I know he's very uncomfortable and in pain, which is our top priority to manage, I can reassure you that his condition is stable. We have checked him carefully, and he is showing no signs of more serious concerns like heat stroke or significant dehydration that would need emergency intervention. He is alert and responsive, which are all very good signs. To help you understand what's happening, it's useful to know that a sunburn is actually a type of radiation burn to the skin. The redness, heat, and swelling you see are his skin's strong inflammatory response to damage from the sun's UVB rays. The severity ranges from first degree, which is the widespread redness, to second degree, which involves deeper layers and causes the blistering we see on his shoulders. This is his body's way of healing itself, and with the right care, that process will run its course.
Oh no. What might have contributed to this vulnerability?
That's a very important question to ask Mihiraa, and it helps us make a plan for the future. It's rarely just one thing, but rather a combination of factors that can lead to a burn this significant in a short time. Thinking about your beach trip, several common elements often come into play. Firstly, the timing of exposure is crucial. Being outdoors during the peak UV hours, typically between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m., exposes the skin to the sun's strongest and most damaging rays. Secondly, even with the best sunscreen, its protection wears off. Inadequate reapplication of a high SPF sunscreen, especially after swimming, sweating, or towel drying, can leave the skin completely unprotected. Finally, the beach environment itself amplifies the risk. Reflective surfaces like sand and water can bounce a significant amount of additional UV radiation onto the skin, almost like getting exposure from both the sky and the ground. Understanding these factors is key to preventing this from happening again.
Now, what should be done to help him recover?
Thank you for that important question, Mihiraa. Our focus now is on making Robinson comfortable and supporting his skin's natural healing. The immediate treatment involves 3 key steps. First, applying cool, damp compresses, not ice cold, to the affected areas for 15 to 20 minutes a few times a day can help soothe the burning sensation and reduce inflammation. Second, encouraging him to drink plenty of extra fluids, like water or diluted juice, is essential to replace the fluid his body is losing through the damaged skin and to prevent dehydration. Third, gently moisturizing the skin with a pure aloe vera gel or a simple, fragrance-free moisturizer after cooling can provide comfort and aid the healing process. And Mihiraa, for his care at home over the next few days, there are a few crucial points. It is vital to protect his skin completely from any further sun exposure by keeping him indoors or in full shade and covered with loose, soft clothing. If any blisters form, it's very important not to pop or break them, as the skin underneath is a natural protective barrier against infection. For any pain or fever, you can give him the appropriate dose of children's paracetamol, following the instructions on the package. This is quite a detailed plan. Do you have any concerns or questions?
I should have been watching the clock. I should have made him wear a shirt. I failed to protect him. What could I have done better to prevent this?
I hear how much you're blaming yourself, Mihiraa, and I want to reassure you that this type of wound is incredibly common and, in Robinson's case, it is not medically severe. With the care we've discussed, it is very easily treatable, and his skin will heal well. You haven't failed him. You're here now getting the right information, which is what a caring parent does. Looking ahead, this is a chance to build a solid prevention plan so you can both enjoy the sun safely. The key is layering a few simple strategies. Mihiraa, for future outings, using a broad-spectrum, high-SPF sunscreen, SPF 30 or higher, and reapplying it generously every 2 hours, especially after swimming, is a cornerstone. Dressing him in UV protective clothing, like a long-sleeved rash guard, provides a constant physical barrier. And being mindful to seek shade, particularly during the peak UV hours between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m., dramatically reduces exposure. You're already learning from this experience, and that is the best step forward for his protection.
Thank you, Robert. You've been very kind and explained everything so clearly. I feel much less worried now, and I know exactly what to do at home and how to protect him better next time. I really appreciate your time.
Mihiraa, let me take a moment to go over everything we've discussed to make sure it's all clear. First, we confirmed that Robinson has a first-degree sunburn with some second-degree areas on his shoulders where the blisters are. You shared your deep worries about long-term effects like scarring and skin cancer, which I understand completely. I reassured you that while he is in pain, his condition is stable with no signs of heat stroke, and I explained that a sunburn is the skin's inflammatory reaction to UV radiation. We then talked about what likely contributed: being out in the peak midday sun, sunscreen wearing off without reapplication, and the extra UV reflected from the sand and water. Our treatment plan has 2 parts: immediate care with cool compresses, extra fluids, and aloe vera, followed by home care involving total sun protection, leaving blisters intact, and using paracetamol for pain. You haven't failed him. This is a very common and treatable injury. Finally, for the future, our prevention plan rests on 3 pillars: using and frequently reapplying a strong, broad-spectrum sunscreen, putting him in UV protective clothing like a rash guard, and planning to seek shade during the hottest hours of the day. Does that summary cover everything as you understand it? And is there any part you'd like me to explain again?
Thank you, Robert, for your detailed explanation.